Good morning. Today is day one of Courage to Be You, and I congratulate all of you who have put your hands up to be here, who have claimed, your own beingness. So let's get started. Who am I? Not me, Susie, but I, as in each one of us. Who do you believe you are? I'm human, indeed, and I wanted this experience of the physical. I created my own body and my own mind for tools of navigation. It's not by accident who I am, what I look like, what I think. It's all my creation. But underneath that, I'm pure consciousness. Do you believe this? Do you believe that your true self is pure consciousness? I'd love a comment below. It's so important, this believing. And I love interaction. Interaction shows me that you're present and that you're embodying, what you are taking part in. So it's your choice whether you believe it or not, but interaction will help you to be present and to really get what you're looking for out of it. So I'm my own creator, my only creator. I'm a sovereign creator, meaning I'm the only one that has any control over my life. And I believe that 100%. There is absolutely no other influence in my life. Every morning, in every moment, I get to choose what's next. So, let me know. Do you believe you're the only creator? Do you believe others have influence over you? So, if I'm my only creator, that makes me responsible for all of it. Yes? Does that make you completely responsible for all of it? Because I know that I only have the ability to be able to change my life when I take responsibility. If I can't own it, then I don't have any right to change it. So it's my responsibility, not in a fault kind of way, but in an empowered celebration. Think about it. If you've created your life so far, imagine that. Imagine how powerful you are. To orchestrate all of that, every event, every situation, everything you have lined up and orchestrated. And if you can do it, once, you can do it again. So by owning it, we get to change it if we wish. So many question this point that we are the only creator. Why would I create this? Are we still in agreement though? Do you believe you are your own creator? Please interact. I'm going to be giving a prize at the end of the week to somebody who is really playing full out. Are you able to take full responsibility, or do you want to pass the blame? There are co-creators, I agree, other people that assist us in having the experiences that we have. And it's all to gain self-understanding, and take expansion. There are no experiences that are wrong, even if they're uncomfortable. All of life is how we perceive it. It's up to us to decide, what life means. So the art of living a life of joy is being able to realise this, realise that we are the creator, and realising we get to choose how we perceive it. Many get caught in the pain of the situation, never realising the gift. They become a victim of their own feelings, their own reactions, and then they take a dive into the mud. And I've done that. I've done it over and over and over again. But now that I'm reasonably aware, it happens less and less often. So back to co-creation. Every experience involving another is consented on by all parties. You know, on a vibrational level, we've agreed to play the roles we play in other people's lives, and they've agreed to play these roles in ours, you know. And it might not be a conscious decision. It might have been an agreement before we came into this world, because I believe that, you know, we reincarnate with certain souls so that we can experience certain things. And, you know, in each life, different souls play different parts. So, you know, I'm who I am in this life. In another life, you know, I might be a son, or I might be an uncle, or I might be a grandmother, or I might be the friend that betrays somebody, who knows. But, you know, all of these experiences are for us to actually understand ourselves better. So, you know, if we can really get a grasp of this, you know, we can look at the ex and say, you know, he was playing a really tough role. He was playing a role for me so that I could get over. In my case, it was abandonment. You know, he played the role and it was a tough part. You know, he really deserved an Oscar. He, you know, played the role so well. I wouldn't have picked that he was playing a role, and he doesn't know he's playing a role, but I played a role in his life too. So, you know, it's a give and a take. Hello, Katarina. Our expansion cannot happen while we're in reaction mode. So we've got to remember that everything that goes on in our life, we have a choice. Hello, Carolyn. We have a choice how we perceive it, you know, and if we go into the negative and we react, that's okay, you know, and forgive yourself when you do that, because we all do. But remember that while we're in that reaction mode, we haven't got the power to change it. Our reaction is not to the event, and we've got to remember that. The reaction is because we've used that event as an excuse to separate from our truth, from our higher perspective, from seeing it the way Creator sees it. You know, our self is our creator, and our self doesn't wallow in pity, doesn't blame. Our self sees the big picture and takes the expansion and celebrates it. Well, we are stuck in the pain, unable to move on. You know, the truth is always love, and the truth always feels good. So we have to remember that when we're feeling uncomfortable, it's a separation from our truth. Yeah, so that kind of lets the other person off the hook in every situation. And if we're able to be aware and you know, actually notice what's happening in these times when we go into reaction, we can actually take a little step back and say, well, this is interesting. Look at the way Susie is reacting, and how would my higher self see this? What would my higher self be enjoying about it? You know, we wrote the story of our life. We are writing it in every moment. It's a screenplay. We hired the actors. We are the director and the editor. You know, our life is our own creation, and we really have to understand that. You know, but just coming back to the co-creation. Hello, Belva. You know, who should we forgive? You know, if we are the director, the writer, the editor, if we're hiring the extras, you know, and they play our role and we get hurt about it, who do we forgive? You know, surely forgiveness isn't aimed at them, it's aimed at ourselves. Why would we blame somebody for playing a role for us? So when we can start to see people in a different way, you know, our experience of them and our frequency changes, you know. We have to accept ourselves as creator. And when we do, we sit in the seat of the creator and we can start writing a different story. So if you accept yourself as creator, then you're moving yourself towards alignment. Because when you realize you're the creator, you know, you're letting go of blame, of judgment, of giving your power away to circumstance, and you step back into creator mode, which is our truth, of course, and we start to feel better, and then our frequency raises and we move into alignment. And it might not be complete alignment, but we move towards alignment. We start to feel more powerful. We start to see, as we start to get more higher in frequency, we start to see different options. We start to see ways out. We start to see how it perhaps was serving us. So if you don't accept that you're the creator, then you do keep yourself as a victim, you know, and you're pretty much at the mercy of life. You're that little rowboat out on the ocean, you know, caught in the storm. And it really is, you know, it's a situation where we get thrown about a lot and we feel like we're completely out of control. Also, it's important to remember that you cannot make yourself a victim in one aspect of your life and be the creator in another. It's one or the other. You know, if I think that I've got pain in my body and I make myself a victim to that pain, I can't do anything about it. You know, it's holding me captive. Then I've made myself a victim everywhere. So it's really important to realise that we are creator, and in every moment we have the opportunity to address and to move through what is in front of us, to actually see it from our higher self perspective, raise our frequency and receive the gift from it. Hello, Stephanie. So it's all or nothing. What do you choose? You know? Do you want to change or not? Do you believe that you can change? Or do you believe that you're a victim? It's always our choice. You know, comment below, victim or creator. What are you? You know, own it. Own whatever you are. And if you believe you're the victim, write victim. Let me know. If you choose to be the creator, then woohoo, because, you know, the next 4 days are going to be awesome, because for a creator, you know, learning how to manifest the life we want through becoming our true self is really a powerful place to be. So whatever you choose, commit to it now, like your life depended on it. You know, I haven't seen any comments down below. Who are we? Are we creator or are we victim? So yeah, commit to it like your life depends on it, because it really does. Our life from this moment, from our commitment to being a creator or our commitment to being a victim, is depending on our choice, and on our choice in every moment. So it's not about committing once, it's about committing every time. And every time you're feeling less than good, it's about saying, you know what, I'm the creator. I can wallow in this, or I can see it as a creator. If I created all this, how would I see it? So life really is an inside job. Our perspective always turns a neutral happening into a life-changing experience, up or down. You know, we've got the choice, depending on our perspective, whether it goes up or whether it goes down. So it's going to be life-changing in either way. Our frequency in the moment of the event actually will also determine, you know, how we respond or react to a certain situation. So if we're already feeling bad, we attract situations on that frequency, and you can be sure something else will pop up that we'll go, oh God, not this. Why more? You know, or someone will walk into our day and they'll say something and we'll take it probably out of context because of our frequency, and life isn't going to get better from there. But with awareness, we can be deliberate. So, you know, feeling good is the most important thing. You know, it should be our number one focus. Feeling good determines our life. Feeling bad determines our life too. So we can create deliciously, or we can create other than delicious. Alignment, of course, is where our full potential is available in the moment of now. and feeling good must be a top priority. You know, if it's not a top priority, then, you know, life is still going to get thrown around by us. You know, I'm asking myself all the time, all throughout my day, how am I feeling? If I notice that I'm feeling anything rather than, you know, brilliant, good, then I'll reassess and I'll shift my vibration, you know, on purpose. Hello, Wendy. You know, I can chase the why something happened, or I can simply choose to feel better. You know, we have a choice. Someone asked me yesterday or commented on one of my posts, you know, about my income doubling. She said, that's why you're always so happy. And I said, no, it's not why I'm happy. I was happy before my income doubled, you know, and it's because I'm happy that my income did double. You know, it's really about owning who we are and saying, you know what, I'm the creator, and that's something to celebrate. And because I'm the creator, I know if my frequencies are high, I'm going to create deliciously. So, you know, it's really up to me. I'm glad you choose Creator, Belva. That's awesome. So, you know, comment, all of you, where you're at, creator or victim. What do you choose to be, creator or victim? You know, be with me, interact, really own who you are in this moment. So, you know, I can chase the wire, I can simply choose to feel better. And I can choose to focus and just say, you know what, it just is. This is the way it is. Everything in life just is. Nothing has meaning until I give it meaning. It's all just happening. So a little process that I do is just simply stop right where I am. I get out of my head, relax my focus, and you can all do this with me. Let's just take a moment right now to just soften your gaze. You can close your eyes if you wish, but I usually just soften my gaze. And, you know, notice the things around you, but don't label anything. Just let them be shapes and colours. You know, you'll hear things, but again, don't label. Just let it be noise. Just let it be sound, you know, and just really tune into your body. Tune into the here and now. Notice those little sensations in your body and around your body. You know, I can feel energy bumping up against my skin. That's how I best describe it. Notice what you can feel. Notice what you can feel right in this moment. Just sense. Remember, like, just tuning into your feeling. Don't analyse anything, just tune into your feeling. Because when you're tuning into your feeling like that and you stop analysing, you actually get out of your head and it brings you into the now. And when you're in the now, all pain, all sorts of things will actually start to disappear. Because as we get into the now, our frequency rises and we start to align with who we are. And of course, as creator, there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong at all. You know, everything is perfect. And pain doesn't exist because pain is only our resistance to a condition. Even physical pain is our resistance to a condition. So from the present moment, now you have no emotions running. You know, you've stopped the momentum of whatever was going on before. There's no energy in or out, so the flow is temporarily paused. So now, from this place, you get to choose to be happy. You get to choose whatever frequency you want. But by choosing to be happy, you shift your frequency. And later on in the week, we're going to be talking about timelines and how important it is to actually change your frequency. And, you know, I'll give a little bit of my understanding into quantum physics and how life actually is. But for today, just know that choosing happy raises your frequency and it puts you back into alignment. And from alignment, you are a creator. You know, you're only only a victim when you're in those lower frequencies. So I am my creator. Choose that. Feel happy. Focus on something that lights you up. You know, for me, it's my little grandbabies. For you, it might be, you know, a pet, or it might be walking on the beach, whatever it is. But stay in that feeling as long as you like. You know, that feeling of just isness, that now space, but add some joy to it. Choose to be joyful. And, you know, appreciation also raises our frequency. So practice appreciation every single day. The more grateful you can be and feel those delicious frequencies of appreciation, the more happy you are. You know, laughter raises our vibration. And so does playfulness and curiosity. When we get into a situation that feels a little bit uncomfortable, we can say, oh, I wonder what's going on here. You know, I'm the creator. I wonder why I created this. You know, that gets you out of the victim mode and out of feeling bad and into the what ifs. You know, and life isn't serious until we make it so. You know, life just is. We make it serious by our perspective. Also, moving all our joints. You know, shake your head, move your neck, move your shoulders, move your arms, shake your wrists, you know, wobble your butt, move your waist, you know, shift your legs, your ankles and your feet, roll your ankles, you know. Movement is also a change of dimensions. Did you know that? You know, and as I said, we'll get into this later in the week, but in the present moment of now, there is no movement. And we're actually recreating in each moment every time there's a movement. So movement is an opportunity to change directions. So, you know, again, later in the week, but saying affirmations while we're moving, you know, shifts us in incredible ways. It raises our frequency, it changes our belief system, but it actually gets the energy moving in our body. You know, a lot of times we get energy stuck in our joints, you know, especially while we're sleeping. You know, you wake up and you'll want to stretch, and that's because your body is saying, hey, let's get some energy moving. You know, you stretch to shift the energy that's in there from being still for so long. So affirmations, you know, things like, I create my world, my frequency attracts to me, my frequency matters. You know you all know this. Today is kind of just setting up the rest of the week, but it's such an important thing to be reminded of. My frequency matters. I choose to feel good. I choose to make feeling good my top priority. You know, if you never did anything else all day except choose to feel good, your day would be incredible. I know, because that's what I do all day. Just choose to feel good, because each time you choose to feel good, you're actually raising your frequency a notch. So, you know, if you choose to raise your frequency a dozen times through the day, you're a lot higher in frequency than where you might have started off. I choose to make feeling good my top priority. I can do it. You know, I can do it. Believe it. Believe in yourself. When you're saying affirmations, add it to movement. Maybe say your affirmations while you're walking, you know, but choose to feel it as well. Choose to trust yourself. Choose to trust the laws of the universe. And if you can't do that, choose to trust me. Just say, look, Susie believes this and it's working for her. I'm going to try it, you know. So appreciate the gift of contrast, because it helps me to up-level myself and my life. You know, all of these affirmations are really powerful. I can do it. I appreciate the gift of contrast because it helps me to up-level myself. Hello, Maria. So today I'm going to give you some homework, and you can please yourself whether you write the answers in the comments under today's post or whether you want to complete it all and just take a photo and put it in the comments, just so that I can see that you're interacting and that you are, you know, embodying what we're doing. So first of all today, you know, I would like you to write down 3 affirmations that you choose that you want to create new beliefs with. So it might be, I'm happy, or I choose to be happy. Some people can't say I'm happy, especially if you're not feeling you're happy. So, you know, I choose to be happy is an easy way to do it. I choose joy. I choose to be love. I choose to improve my life. And whatever you choose, like write down 3 of them. You might have some of these little system cards and write your affirmations on them. Or maybe you've got post-it notes and pop them in prominent places around the house to remind you. You know, and you might not want to write the whole affirmation where others can see it. If you don't care, then that's great, because if they see it, it's going to help them too. And they might look at it and laugh and think that it's funny, but them laughing has raised their frequency. And if you can laugh at them too, that's awesome. I know when I started doing this, I put post-it notes with little smiley faces on them all over the house. And when I saw that, it was a reminder for me to be happy, but it also reminded me there was a reason for the smiley note. It was a reason for me to read my affirmation. And I kept the affirmation on a note in my pocket. So every time I'd see a smiley note, I'd pull the affirmations out of my pocket and read them and feel them and really, you know, get into them. So 3 beliefs, and repeat them 5 or 10 times a day. You know, this one I've got says, you simply cannot focus on what is with anything other than love and change it. You know, love is what we're all created from. Love is what we've created our own universe from. And love brings balance to any disharmony. So when we look at what is with love, we're able to change it. If we look at it with other than love, we're actually creating resistance against it, and we're holding it in place. List 10 things you're grateful for today and why you're grateful. So, you know, obviously you might not want to share that. All good. Just take a photo of all of your homework completed so that I know that you're doing it. But gratitude changes your life. You know, it's actually something that is... the book, The Magic, which is 28 Days of Gratitude, is actually required reading when we first start our business, because we know the importance of gratitude. And I've got that book and I've read it. You know, I read it 5 or 6 times from start to finish, you know, one practice every single day for 28 days. And I did it like 6 times over. Now I open the book every morning and I just choose one practice. Wherever it falls open, I know it's the perfect practice for me today. So gratitude is a big part of my life. And the third thing I would like you to do is notice as you go about your day where you feel like a victim, where you blame other people, or whether you blame circumstance, whether you're blaming yourself. But where do you feel like a victim? You know, a lot of people think that they're a victim to their own mind, to their ego, to their own thoughts. No, we're actually the boss of our body and the boss of our thoughts. We get to decide, you know, what we think, what we listen to, what we believe. Thoughts can be going through our head all day. We don't have to listen to them. We don't have to believe them. So first of all, where do you feel a victim or you blame others or circumstance? Where you believe you cannot change anything, and where you feel tension or unease in your body. You know, you might be doing something or you might read something and suddenly feel a tension in your gut. Notice that and notice what it is that sparked it. And then ask yourself, you know, for all of these 3 questions, is this actually true? Is it a fact? Or is it only my perspective? And you'll find that most times it really is just perspective. So then ask yourself, how could I see this situation differently as to feel good? Because when you can change a view of something, then you're able to change it. Could I just drop this situation, this thought, this feeling altogether, knowing that I created it, and knowing that it's just telling me that I'm separated from my truth, that I've got out of alignment, I've gone into reaction? So if you choose to do that, then just do the stop and the transform process. So yeah, just share your homework below, either in the comments or just a photo in the comments. Remember, you know, interaction is important for integration. Integration happens when you put knowledge, which is mind clutter, into action. And when knowledge is put into action, it becomes wisdom, becomes embodied, and we act on it. Wisdom is what builds our world. So I'm going to set up a questions thread as well inside of our group. I'll do that very shortly. It'll be just for this topic. So I'm happy to answer any questions that any of you might have that arise during this process, or, you know, about yourself. You know, if you've got stuff that's going on around the courage to be you that you would like clarity with, ask the question. I may or may not answer it straight away. It may be something that's being covered later on in the week, but please, you know, ask your questions, but keep them in that thread, otherwise the group gets messy, and I will be sure to address them somewhere this week. So tomorrow we're actually doing relationships. The relationship between me and myself, and the relationship between me and others. Hello, Lena. If we live in our world alone, we wouldn't have any problems. Think about that. So what if every problem we have comes from our relationship to ourselves and to others? It's something I've been playing with for a little while, and I totally believe. So tomorrow is going to be interesting. I've got a little bit of out-of-the-box thinking for you, and I'll attempt to do it around the same time, around 10 a.m. And yeah, I look forward to connecting again. But please, you know, whether you're listening to the replay or whether you've been on here live, really embody this. If you're listening to the replay, put hashtag replay and, you know, go along with me, answer the questions, do your homework and post it below. And I look forward to connecting again tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Find something to appreciate right now. Big love to you all, and I'll chat tomorrow. Bye for now.